Today we'll be discussing about dates, months, days of the week, things like that, so just everyday things. So let us start with how do the Tanzanians express the year. This is going to be a very useful thing which you need to know if you're going to tell your date of birth. So the birth date is known as Siku ya Kuzaliwa. Fikuya Kuzaliba is your date of birth. This is something both in formal and informal settings. You're going to be asked this question, and the person who's asking you will ask you, "What is your date of birth?" And the question will sound like this: Ulizali wa lini. Lini normally means when. It's used for when. And your answer would be Nila Zaliwa Tarehe. And then that means I was born on the date, and then you would give the date of your birth. And obviously, one of the most useful things when you talk about the date of birth is you will wish people happy birthday. So that you say that in Swahili as Heri ya siku yako ya kuzaliwa, which is happy birthday. The date format used in Tanzania is important. They use DDMMYY. And this, especially countries which don't use this format, should be careful that they are understanding the dates correctly. The next part is the year. The Tanzanians do not say for this year, 2025, they will never write the date as just 25 or say 25. They have to define the whole year. So, for example, today's date is the 9th of December 2025. So, they have two ways of addressing a month. They could say it by giving the actual names of the month, which I'll tell you shortly, or they could use ordinal numbers to tell which is the month. So, this is the 12th month, which would be Mwezi wa Kumina Mbili, which means the 12th month. So now let us try and see how we would say 2025 in Swahili. It would be tarehe, meaning the date, tisa, which is the ninth, mwezi wa kumi na mbili, which means the 12th month, mwaka wa elfu mbili, which is indicating 2000. And then we'll say na ishirini na tano, which means 25. So the whole thing will sound like this. Tarehe tisa mwezi wa kumi na mbili mwaka wa elfu mbili na ishirini na tano. So that is how you would tell today's date, and similarly you would adjust it for your own birth date. But just imagine, because they don't shorten things. So you all know the song Summer of 69 by Brian Adams. So it would be sounding as Summer of 1969. And if I tried saying that in Swahili, it would sound something like this. And I'll have to read it out because it's so long that sometimes I get confused. So that would be Mwaka wa elfu moja mia tisa sitini na tisa. So I don't think it sounds so good. Summer of 69. My son used to play that on the guitar and I used to love that song. And it's a really nice song, but imagine hearing it like that, or imagine George Orwell's 1984 in Swahili. The translation is very different and we'll have to adjust that. So now I would like to tell you that a day here would be known as Siku and the night as Usiku. The next thing you need to know is afternoon. You would have heard me saying mchana. So that is meaning afternoon. Evening is jioni. And they also start their day at sunrise. And the day finishes at sunset. So sunrise is known as, I think, machao and mchao, like that. 1 minute, I will have to check it up. I have got confused on this. I will check it and let you know by the end. So you will also have to know that when we talk about today, we say Leo. When we say every day, we say Kili Siku, Keli Siku. When we say yesterday, we say Jana. So those are some of the terms which we can be using through the day. And some days which we need to know for the upcoming season is Christmas. They only say Christmassy Jema. And for New Year, and this part I googled, I do not know. It's written Heri ya Muakam Pia. So let's see. When I hear people wishing me, I will know better. How is that? Huh. The sunrise is Mateo and the sunset is Maqueo. So sorry about that. I had forgotten. Now let's see the months. They say January, February, March, April, or sometimes say April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. And if you're going to use ordinal numbers, then the numbers mwezi means month. So they will say January as mwezi wa kwanza. For February, it will be mwezi wa pili. For March, it will be mwezi wa tatu. April would be mwezi wa nne. May will be mwezi wa tano. June is mwezi wa sita. July is mwezi wa saba. September is mwezi wa tisa. October is mwezi wa kumi. November is mwezi wa kumi na moja. And December is mwezi wa kumi na mbili. So they do use wiki or I think for the week and weekend. And mwaka is the word which is used for the year. Now let's have a look at the dates of the days of the week. So the days of the week for the Muslim faith, Friday is the day of rest in Tanzania, and for the other people, it's like a normal, like in the world, that is Monday to Friday is weekdays and Saturday, Sunday is the weekend. So Saturday is Jumamosi, Sunday is Jumapili, Monday is Jumatatu, Tuesday is Jumanne, Wednesday is Jumatano, Thursday is Alhamisi, and Friday is Ijuma. So that's all I really want to say for today, and I hope that this was an interesting talk today. I will take up the clock or how to tell the time in the next video. The reason is it's a little different because the Swahili clock is not the same as the one which we have in normally what we follow. It's not like that. They have some, they say stuff like, and their sunrise is 6 o'clock. So 7 o'clock is the hour of 1 hour after sunrise. So 8 o'clock would be 8 a.m. would be 2 hours after sunrise. So this is a very different concept. So let's have a look at that in the next class. And that's all for today then. Kwaheri and goodbye.